Welcome everybody. Since 2016 there hasn't been international NHL hockey. And now in 2025 it's Canada versus Sweden. It's coming up next on the round robin Four Nations Faceoff. Welcome in everybody. I'm Max. Delighted to have you with us here on the NHL and MHS. As it's Four Nations Faceoff, and it's going to be an interesting one here. And we haven't had this since 2016 with the World Cup of Hockey, and they're looking to continue doing so in the future. But our matchup tonight is going to be Canada versus Sweden. So let's take you to the scoreboard. And it's going to be an interesting matchup here. I'm joined alongside Stan and
hello.
And what do we expect in this tournament here? It's going to be an 8-day tournament starting today all the way to the 20th. The 20th is going to be the championship game. And
well, let's see here. I'm thinking it's going to be Sweden.
You think Sweden's going to win? Oh, that's a very hot take. Why?
I just made it up.
Oh, hey,
I just think
you got to have some believers. You got to have some believers.
Again, I'm not someone that follows these games. I'm just here because we need somebody here, and I'll be happy to be here for this game. I'm not sure because I've never been to either country. I'm not sure how they are, but I know that the country themselves, it doesn't matter at all. I do think that is crazy that it's been so long. It's been like 8 years since there was an international tournament. I can't believe it was that long. But yeah, you know what? I just said Sweden because I was thinking my thought process was honestly Canada was too close to where I am.
Well, Canada has a lot of talent and is shown here. McDavid is one of the best players in the National Hockey League, if not the best. Going with Sidney Crosby, who has been in the National Hockey League since 2005. His buddy Nathan MacKinnon. And we're going to send it down to the PA announcers and send it to the Anthems, I believe, here and at the Bell Center in Montreal, Canada. So we start off in Montreal for a couple of games, and then we go to TD Garden in Boston. And, man, this is going to be a very interesting tournament for sure.
Yeah.
It's a small in-season tournament, and let's give you the lineups here for tonight. The forward group is Sam Reinhart, McDavid, and Marner on the first line. Crosby, McKinnon, Stone on the second. Marchand, Point, Jarvis on the third. Hagel, Cirelli, and Konechny on the fourth. That's a pretty good forwards group there, especially when you have Crosby, McDavid, McKinnon. It's a lot of talent there on that lineup. And I believe we might be getting the Anthems here pretty soon. But look at this place. It looks semi-packed. Everyone's probably walking in from the concessions and all that. It's a beautiful arena, how they got all the graphics all together.
How many people do you think are eating Doritos?
I don't know if they sell Doritos at the Bell Center. Do they? I actually need to search that up. Actually, that's a very important stat, guys.
Because like if it doesn't sell Doritos, then I don't consider it. You can't be a stadium if you're not selling Doritos. What else are you gonna eat? You gonna eat freaking Lay's?
Oh wow!
You're gonna eat Lay's?
Wow. Well, we're gonna have that conversation. But man, look at the various fans of each country. Sweden and Canada. Yeah. I believe there's a little bit of delay because
I think the people from Sweden had to come from a lot farther.
Yeah, I think so. Sweden and Canada didn't face each other in the 2016 World Cup of Hockey in Toronto. Last time these NHL international teams happened, or international games. Tonight is their first head-to-head matchup in the best-on-best since the 2014 Olympic final. And Canada won that 3-0. And the last non-Canadian winner in best on best was Sweden in 2006. So
wow, So it's been almost 20 years since Sweden won.
3-time defending champion Canada, dating back to 2010 Olympics in Vancouver. And the Olympics, obviously, they have that streak. And speaking of streaks, Stan, Canada's been on a good run in these international tournaments, right?
Oh yeah, they have.
I was gonna give you that stat. Oh man, well that was a good setup. No, it's fine. I'll say the stat anyways.
Just messing with you.
I'm trying to make this a
Yeah.
transition. No, that's fine. Canada has won 12 consecutive games at the international tournaments and NHL, dating back to the 2014 World Cup of Hockey opener, the longest such winning streak in history. Very, very crazy. But that's on the line here tonight, obviously.
They have had the longest winning streak in history, and I think they are going to lose that streak tonight.
I mean, it's more difficult to keep the streak than lose the streak.
Yes, honestly, yeah. I did just say that originally because I didn't really know what I was talking about, but now that I do know, I think I'm gonna stick to that. I think keeping the streak for that long, I think Canada is eventually going to fly too close to the sun.
Well, it's going to be a challenge for Sweden, though. This is a very talented, I mean, both of these teams are talented, but we're going to send it down, give you the audio from downstairs and Montreal as they're having their intro here, I believe. I don't know. It seems like the intro every single time. But
Don't forget to don't forget to sign up for DraftKings.
Oh, no.
Seriously, what is that? I keep
So
seeing that everywhere.
Sweden is the home team in this game, so Canada is the away team. The referees are coming onto the ice, so it means the Anthems should be starting soon. As, yeah, we will see for sure what is going on in this game. What we have taking place. The coaches are coming out too. Everyone's in their seats mostly. Look at the colors, man. That is very beautiful.
That's stunning. Where are those everyone's phones?
No, those are the LED lights. I think like the wristbands where it has the lights, whatever.
Oh yeah.
They gave out the wristbands, and that's those you can wear them throughout the game. That's the tournament's trophy right there, displaying on the ice. That is a very beautiful trophy.
It is very beautiful.
It's a very nice.
I can tell which people aren't wearing the wristbands. There's some little gaps.
Very nice. Oh man, it's packed at the Bell Center in Montreal. This arena has around like a 20,000 capacity, so if it's filled up and it's sold out tonight, we are expecting a very loud crowd here in Montreal for sure. And we thank you all for watching so far. We have 3 viewers currently, and we thank you very much for tuning in to our coverage of the Four Nations Face-Off. Here along with Stan, I'm Max, and we are getting ready for the Anthems pretty soon as they're holding on the Canada flags and the Sweden flag. Oh, it's Finland. I don't know why I was thinking Finland. They are playing in this tournament too, but tomorrow with the USA. Here at the same Bell Center. See if when we're...
I've been to a few stadiums myself.
Here comes Canada.
Ooh, there they come.
Jordan Binnington is starting for tonight. Jordan Binnington out there. Team Canada. Nathan McKinnon coming out. Mark Stone. McDavid. And I believe Crosby's going to be right there. There's Sidney Crosby. Sidney Crosby coming out. The captain of this Team Sweden.
Oh, there's Sweden, yes.
Lucas Raymond, Philip
They've got the
Forsberg.
yellow jerseys. I like yellow more. I like yellow more than red in terms of like just basic colors.
Well, this tournament was announced just more than a year ago. The first.
Yeah, we other commentators. I don't think so. Hedman's out there.
Get them out of here.
Crosby. The camera angles that they have here at the Bell Center, I believe, were installed when they made it to the Stanley Cup Final in 2021. But these angles are pretty nice to see, especially if you're not in person like we are. Man, this is a very, very nice view of the arena. and what the viewing experience looks like here. And we have the privilege to call this game. We're at 5 viewers. Thank you all for watching. Oh my goodness, thank you.
Yeah, we would like to thank all 5 of you.
We're going to have a poll going on in the chat. And let's see if we're ready for the anthems. Hear the crowd. Let's listen in, everybody.
Welcome to Montreal, Quebec, Canada, for the presentation of the Four Nations Faceoff. Voici la formation de départ pour la Suède. Tonight's starting lineup for Sweden. L'entraîneur-chef, head coach, Sam Howell. Le numéro 77, number 77, Victor Edmond. Le numéro 93, number 93, Mika Zibanejad. Le numéro 67, number 67, Rika Raquel. Le numéro 88, number 88, William Nylander. Le numéro 25, number 25, Jonas Voldi. Dans les buts pour la Suède, in goal for Sweden, le numéro 32, number 32, Philippe Gustafsson. Voici la formation de départ pour le Canada. Tonight's starting lineup for Canada. L'entraîneur-chef, head coach, John Cooper. Le numéro 87, number 87, Sidney Crosby. Le numéro 61, number 61, Mark Stone. Le numéro 29, number 21, Nathan McKinnon. Le numéro 8, number 8, Cale McCann. Le numéro 5, number 5, Devon Taves. Dans les buts pour le Canada, in goal for Canada, le numéro 50, number 50, Jordan Bennington. Pour amorcer la célébration de cet événement, accueillons tout d'abord des légendes du hockey qui sont avec nous ce soir. Before we face off, we have legends of the game joining us tonight. Il a participé à 14 tournois internationaux pour la Finlande, amassant 102 points en 94 rencontres. He played in 14 international tournaments for Finland, amassing 102 points in 94 games played. Accueillons, please welcome, l'attaquant forward, Teemu Selanne. Le capitaine de la Finlande, captain for Finland, Alexander Barkov. Il a participé à 3 Jeux olympiques, champion de la Coupe du Monde en 1996 et joueur par excellence du tournoi. A 3-time USA Olympian and 1996 World Cup champion and tournament MVP. Le gardien de but, goaltender, Mike Richter. Le capitaine des États-Unis, captain for the United States, Austin Matthews. Il a représenté la Suède lors de 5 Jeux olympiques, remportant la médaille d'or en 2006. Entraîneur adjoint de l'équipe. He played in 5 Olympics for Sweden, capturing gold in 2006. Currently Sweden's assistant coach, l'attaquant forward, Daniel Alfredsson. Le capitaine de la Suède, captain for Sweden, Victor Hedman. Lors de la Coupe du Canada en 1987, il a inscrit un record en réalisant 11 buts en 9 rencontres. In the 1987 Canada Cup, he broke a tournament record with 11 goals in 9 games. Il fut le capitaine de l'équipe canadienne qui a remporté la médaille d'or pour la première fois en 50 ans aux Jeux Olympiques de 2002. In 2002, he captained Team Canada for their first Olympic gold in 50 years. Bon retour à la maison. Welcome back to Montreal, Mario Lemieux. Le capitaine du Canada, Canada's captain Sidney Crosby. Pour célébrer la tenue de la confrontation des 4 nations et dans l'esprit de cette compétition internationale, les capitaines procéderont maintenant à un échange de bannières commémoratives. In celebration of the 4 nations face-off and in the spirit of international competition, the team captains will now exchange commemorative banners. Mesdames, Messieurs, veuillez vous lever, retirer chapeaux et casquettes pour l'interprétation de l'hymne national de la Suède. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise, remove your hats and caps for the singing of the national anthem of Sweden. Malgré les récents événements, nous vous demandons dans l'esprit de ce grand sport qui nous unit de respecter les hymnes de chaque pays, ainsi que les joueurs qui représentent leur pays. We also ask, in the spirit of this great game that unites everyone, that you kindly respect the national anthems and the players representing each country. Voici la chorale suédoise de Montréal for the singing of the national anthem of Sweden, the Swedish Choir of Montreal.
Din sol
Nous remercions la chorale suédoise de Montréal. Thank you to the Swedish Choir of Montreal. Veuillez vous joindre à Jordan Miller du groupe The Beaches pour l'interprétation du O Canada. Join us for the singing of O Canada, performed this evening by Jordan Miller from The Beaches.
I think we are ready.
Yeah, that was beautiful, to say the least.
Very good.
That was
Very good, yeah.
very beautiful singing of both of the anthems. Here's your starting goalies for tonight. Jordan Bennington, 15, 19, and 4. Hold on. My graphic changed right when I was reading the stats. Hold on. Back to Bennington, 15, 19, and 4. 2.89 goals against average. A .897 save percentage and a shutouts of 3. He's representing Canada in goal. And here's Philip Gustafsson, 22, 11, and 3. 2.63 goals against average and .915 save percentage and a shutout of 3 as well. And it looks like we're about to be ready. You ready?
I'm ready, yes.
Four Nations Faceoff is about to start. And Nathan McKinnon and Mika Zibanejad will take the faceoffs here at center ice. Stone and Raquel out there. Crosby on the other side as well. And the faceoff's not dropped yet. There's some movement outside the circles.
Oh.
And it's delayed for a couple more seconds, but everyone's excited. This is going to happen. The faceoff's won by Sweden, and Mika Zibanejad will play it up, and it's deflected into the bench. 5 seconds in.
Ooh. Well, that was quick.
So what are we expecting? What are we expecting in this first 5 minutes? What do you think Canada needs to do to, or in Sweden as well, to establish their game early on?
Okay, all right. It's gonna. I don't know.
You're fine. It's Raquel who drops it off for Zibanejad, pressured by Crosby along the boards. Hedman, the captain of this Sweden team. It's Reinhardt, McDavid, Marner on that first line. Crosby's out there.
You think anybody's going to do a high stick thing?
Probably. We'll see some penalties. Here's Makar, the top defensive pairing. There's a delayed penalty upcoming already. While we're at it, Bennington's going to the bench, and Sweden's going to take a penalty here. And the first,
Sweden takes the penalty.
So Canada is going to go on the power play. Less than 50 seconds in, and Nylander takes the penalty. And William Nylander, and was it a high sticking? It was.
Oh my gosh! So I got that right. That's awesome.
You guessed it.
That's awesome.
Right in McKinnon's nose, and it's just going to be a 2-minute minor. You got it. You predicted it.
Oh my gosh!
Be careful what you wish for.
Yeah, but it was for Sweden.
My goodness, is this power play unit
Canada.
good?
I think he is going to get this first score. I think he's going to
Reinhardt,
get it.
McKinnon, Crosby, McDavid, and McCarr out there on this power play unit. Holy moly, like, this is the craziest unit you will ever see. McCarr held it in at the blue line. Here's McDavid. Sends it low, back to McDavid again, to Crosby. Crosby across, and they score! Nathan McKinnon! Less than a minute in on the power play. Canada leads 1-0. What a pass by Sidney Crosby, the captain of this
Can't believe I got
team.
I can't believe I got that right too. I said that they were going to get it, and they got it.
Wow. What movement. This power play unit is just unfair. McDavid, the spin pass, back to Crosby, along the goal line, a backhand pass, no look to McKinnon, and in 56 seconds into the first period, on the only shot of the game, we have a goal, and Canada gets it. Here's McDavid again. Connor McDavid got it poked away off his stick. Connor McDavid gets the puck. McDavid back to the point. Held in by Parayko. Goes around for Reinhardt. Sam Reinhardt goes back to the point again. A shot from distance. Deflected wide of the net. Rebound out in front. Marner trying to get it. Still loose in front of the net. Reinhardt fan on the shot. McDavid along the boards. Goes back to the point. Canada putting on the pressure. Shot. Deflected wide. Might have went on goal.
Oh.
But Sweden taking on the pressure. Pass across. Waiting. Shot. Save Gustafsson. And Canada's on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm thinking of taking back my earlier prediction.
Sam Hallam, 45 years old. He is coaching this Sweden team. He is
Did he used to play?
He is coaching in the Swedish Hockey League. He has never coached in the National Hockey League. But he is coaching this Sweden team. And obviously, he should know the best because he's coached a lot. He's won with the Sweden. And the face-off is won here. Shot from the dot was blocked out in front. Stolen away there, Doughty. Doughty now he moves it up. Hagel around the boards. Giving up in the slot again. So Nathan McKinnon gets the first goal of this Four Nations face-off, and we didn't have to wait long. 56 seconds into the game.
Is going on? This is crazy.
I mean, Sweden looks outplayed here. What do you think they need to do here? As Hedman sends it across, waiting as they finally get some pressure. Hedman at the blue line, passes it across, shot deflected off a leg, and it was blocked out in front. Goes back to the line again for Dahlin, and he couldn't hold it in. Along the boards is battled for, and it's picked up by Hedman, the captain of this Sweden team. He passes it across, back to Hedman. Hedman, angled off. Canada is just putting the pressure on them. This is just unfair at this point. Jarvis sends it back in. Gustafsson has so much talent. Jarvis deflected wide. You can't even get a word in because they just, every time Canada's on the ice here, every time McKinnon or someone on the ice, or whoever has a puck is Canada, they just develop something that quickly. McCarr stretch pass for Jarvis. That didn't connect. Dahlin tried to knock it away, but it's held in the zone. Brad Marchand's shot save made. He got the game-winning goal in 2016's World Cup of Hockey. Last time we've had an NHL international tournament, Brad Marchand was the game winner. As you saw in our intro, that was specially made for this tournament. Mark Stone passes it across, left it in the middle. Backhanded into the zone by Point. Stone along the boards by McKinnon, and then it's poked away and cleared out of the zone by Sweden. Parayko off the glass, held in at the line momentarily. No, it wasn't. Parayko. Here's McKinnon, and the pass couldn't go. Zibanejad off his skates, and it's moved up into the zone. Nylander passes for Zibanejad, goes back to Nylander behind the net, but Parayko hunts for it. Raquel was trying to deliver a hit there, and McKinnon moves it up. Crosby, a backhand pass through the middle. McKinnon was trying to knock it down, but Hedman intercepted that. Shot starts 3-0 in favor of Canada.
Yeah, I'm taking back what I said earlier. I think I'm
still,
not.
It's his turnover here. McDavid in. McDavid, a shot, and oh my goodness, what a chance there. McDavid again. Connor McDavid, a move. He centered it, and no one could get it. Marner goes back to the point. Back for McDavid,
like
trying to
so
center it
close to
again.
scoring. It is all up to that goalie.
Oh my goodness, this defense is scrambling around, but I mean, can you blame him? It's Connor McDavid. It's McKinnon. It's Crosby. It's Marsh. It's so many good players on Canada. That's going to be an icing on Sweden. And we finally get a whistle to calm things down maybe for Sweden as they're down 1-0. But look at Connor McDavid here. Look at that. That is smooth as butter. What a chance. Wow, look at that. And then Theodore had held it in along the wall. McDavid, another move. He had backhand past it. As a shot from the point. Deflected save. It was close, and Raymond will clear it out of the zone. Devon Taves moved it up into the zone.
They're like moving faster than we can keep up with them.
Taves' shot blocked out in front. We'll see if I can keep up with it. Konechny now to Makar from the pass. Shots blocked out in front by Hedman. Hedman's been the noticeable Sweden player, the most noticeable one so far. And he's blocked a lot of shots, and he's been able to slow down Canada a little bit, but Konechny will carry it out to center. Travis Konechny.
I think he needs to be cloned. I think we need like a couple clones of him.
I mean, these are not bad players at all, but just Canada's just that good. They're just that good.
Like
Philip Forsberg will flip it in.
It seems like the hockey embodiment of you're good, but I'm better.
I mean, yeah, you got it perfectly. Right now, it's felt like that, but there's still a lot of game, though, obviously.
Oh, yeah, there's still plenty of time. They could turn this around. It's too early to call anything, but...
Might I remind you, the head coach for Canada is John Cooper, who has led the Lightning to 2 Stanley Cup championships. He went to 3 straight Stanley Cup finals, and he's still the Lightning coach, and he's facing off against the Sweden coach, who hasn't coached in the National Hockey League. Not to say anything bad about it, but, I mean, there has to be more experience with winning Stanley Cups for John Cooper, the coach of the Team Canada, than Team Sweden, as Brad Marchand moves it in.
Yeah, probably.
But man, it's been an interesting almost 6.5 minutes of this first period, and this feels like playoff hockey.
Already.
I feel like the playoffs are here 2 months early. Mark Stone trying to steal the puck away. Raquel passed it through the middle. That was off Zibanejad's stick, and steak, what the heck? Not steak.
They should use steaks.
Hedman passes it through the middle. Here's William Nylander, who will chip it in from the blue line, saved by Bennington. I wonder if that counts as a shot on goal. Dowdy passes it back. McKinnon across. Crosby. Sidney Crosby, stretch pass for Reinhart. It leaves it Marner across and off the stick of McKinnon, and that couldn't go. Stolen away here along the boards by Joel Eriksson Ek. As it's stolen away off the boards again, McDavid trying to center it for Makar. As they just continue the speed. It's unmatchable right now. Now it's a stretch pass the other way for Jesper Bratt. Jesper Bratt got cross-checked by Makar, and he did not get a penalty for it. I bet some of the Sweden players wanted one, but they didn't get it. Forsling sends it in. Rimmed all the way around. Hagel will clear it out of the zone. As he was trying to carry it in, it was McDavid. Look at McDavid, 97. He is so fast out there. He is like a weapon so far in this game. That's knocked down via a high stick, and we'll get a whistle with 12:03 to go. That dump in by Sweden did count as a shot on goal. So the shots are now 3-1, but they really haven't been able to get any good chances. 12:03 to go in the first. McKinnon with a beautiful goal on the power play. 56 seconds in. We'll be back with more of the Four Nations Face-Off round robin. Canada versus Sweden. We'll be back with more after this. We're back, everybody. Four Nations Face-Off. The round robin. The last time Sidney Crosby played for Canada was in 2016 because we haven't had much international play.
I think it was Crosby was my favorite one.
Why? Why? Can you explain?
Wasn't he the guy that was like flying around, or was that? I cannot hear the name Crosby without thinking of one, David Crosby, and two, there's a station called Crosby and Thomas and Friends.
Off the face-off one here, Marner. Well, you pay attention to the players flying like crazy as Sweden picks up the puck here as Raquel trying to move through. See if Sweden got that commercial break luck as Morrissey turned it over to Zibanejad. He tried to pass it into the circle, but no one could get it. Held in the zone. And by Brodin. Sorry, our feed just glitched a little bit there. Marner picks it up, passes it across for Sam Reinhart. Reinhart rims it around. Hedman. And he's moved it up for Mika Zibanejad. Zibanejad will chip it in from the blue line. Nylander trying to pursue for it, but Makar will pick it up. Along the boards, comes free for Reinhart, who banks it off the boards. Through the middle it goes. Here's a chance. And he's taken down. Who was that? I believe that was Devon Taves, and there's a penalty. Was that a penalty shot? That's the question. Devon Taves gets taken down.
How do you know all this?
They will point to the center if it was a penalty shot. If it is a penalty shot, oh my.
I figured out who my favorite is.
Which one? 97?
It's Pasternak.
Oh, Pasternak's not playing.
Exactly.
Sent back in from the red line, and the shot by Sweden that was counted is not counted anymore, so it's still 3-0. The shot's favoring. Bennington plays it. So Sweden, almost halfway through the game, after the first period, pardon me, has not recorded a shot on goal, and Canada has 3 right now. Like keep away now for Sweden. They got to keep it off of Canada's stick. Sent it in from the blue line by Sweden. And Doughty will clear it out the center. Sent back in by Matthias Ekholm. Shea Theodore, now Doughty. Along the boards, back to Doughty. Stone passed it back to him. And along the boards, it's Hagel who gets pressured by Carlson, I believe. As it's sent through the middle. 3-on-2 rush. Pass across. Didn't connect there. Forsling behind the net. Or Forsberg, pardon me. Ekholm couldn't hold it in. Go ahead.
I have no idea who it was that would scored the last goal.
McKinnon?
Yeah, that was it.
That was it. All right. I agree with you. He's been a very good player in this National Hockey League year, and he scored that beautiful goal. But it was a very nice setup by Crosby and McDavid.
That's the beauty that I was thinking of.
Sent back in by Braden Point along the boards. Marchand, Point, and Jarvis on this line here. The third line. What a hit along the glass by Josh Morrissey. Point moves it up for Marchand. Brad Marchand into the zone. Marchand trying to make a move. And Hedman disrupted him. Jarvis got taken down. He didn't even have the puck. Lucas Raymond for the Red Wings, who is playing for Sweden. Raquel will send it in. And then Pareko intercepted with Raquel there as Morrissey got a little bit bumped there after that. Oh, turnover. It rolls on goal, though. Gustafson with 9:01 to go.
How much do you think it hurts to hit those plastic things?
Probably a lot. Probably a lot. So Mario Lemieux was in the ceremony. He announced the lineups for Canada, the starting lineup at least. And what a legend of the game. He played with Sidney Crosby. I could say how old Sidney Crosby is. Mario Lemieux retired in 2005, and he had cancer, and he left the NHL for a little bit. He retired initially, and then he came back in 2000 and scored a goal in his first game And very beautiful story. They went all the way to the conference final, Pittsburgh, and all the way to 2001. As McDavid behind the net. Connor McDavid. McDavid leaves it. Shot! McCarr and denied.
Ooh.
McDavid has been able to set up a lot of players tonight, and that shows why. Philip Gustafson's going to go to the bench here. As look at that. Look at that. That is just a beautiful pass and a big save there by Philip Gustafsson. He's been the best Sweden player on the ice. As we'll be back with more on the Four Nations round robin. Thank you, everybody, for watching so far. We'll be back with more Canada versus Sweden when we return again. As the first period is a score of 1-0 in favor of Canada. We're back, everybody. Canada and Sweden. And Sweden has been taking a lot from Canada so far, as Canada has a 1-0 lead. And your thoughts on the game so far?
It seems like Canada has been abusing Sweden at this point.
I mean, that's the best way to describe it at this point. Yep. That's been what's happened here so far. Sweden now in our poll in the chat, we have 12 votes. 92% of them going to Canada and 8% going to Sweden. So
there's like
Jesper
a
Bratt
couple people
moving in. Bratt circles back, goes back to the point again. Shot by Darlene was fanned on. Darlene gets it back. Darlene centered and it deflected wide. That's the best chance Sweden has had, and I don't even know if that went on goal. Forsling, and that's lost off his stick. He'll have to go back for it. Gustafsson nudged it for Gustav Forsling. Shots are 5-0 in favor of Canada. 8 minutes to go in the first period. Our intermission report coming up after this first period concludes. Forsling, stretch pass, deflected, no icing. Bennington out to play it behind his own net. Held it in along the boards momentarily, and now McDavid. Connor McDavid with some speed, passes it across for Sam Reinhart. Back to McDavid, he circles back. McDavid goes back to the point. Doughty across it goes. As a shot from the distance, and it deflected wide. Doughty again will get it shot, blocked into the corner. It goes back to McDavid along the boards. McDavid passes it for Reinhart, who lets it go. And Marner's trying to make his way through, but Arvidsson picks up the puck, and it's cleared out of the zone. I sound like one of those judges that that they bid or auction off or whatever. You know, when they auction whatever. You know what I mean? The auction judges.
Yeah. You do, because this is going fast. It seems like you're trying to sell somebody something.
$1, $1. Hagel waiting. Shot, save by Gustafsson. And the whistle will...
we got a shot, we got a save.
7:04 to go. And 6 shots for Canada. As we're now back to 1 viewer. We fell back to reality, guys. Oh, man.
Oh, perfect.
7:04 to go off the face-off. Backhand on goal was blocked out in front. Jarvis along the back wall was taken away there by Hedman and picked up here by Kempe. Sent back in by Philip Forsberg. And Jarvis now passes it for Point. Braden Point is in, pass across, they score! Brad Marchand! 2-0 Canada. What a pass again! And they have destroyed Sweden all night so far in this first period. We're not even 14 minutes into the game, and it's already a 2-0 lead for Canada here in the Four Nations face-off. A great pass by Braden Point. And the crowd erupts here at Bell Center. This is now a 2-0 lead. Brad Marchand with the goal. Wow. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Jeez. It's a spanking out here. The shots are 7-0 in favor of Canada. I think that connection between all these Canadian players have worked out so far as they have continued. McKinnon trying to get it along the boards. And there's a whistle. Was there a penalty upcoming? 6:34 to go, and there was a whistle. I'm not sure if there's a penalty upcoming. Was there? I do not know. I am not aware at the moment if we have a penalty. We will see. Off the face-off, won by Zibanejad for Sweden. Off the boards, Raquel, now back to Zibanejad. Lost it at center. Nathan McKinnon passes it across into the zone. Mark Stone, shot blocked out in front. McKinnon now to Makar. Makar, a shot deflected, blocked out in front by Forsling. Raquel chipped it along, and it's picked up by Nylander, a backhander on goal. I believe that was stopped by Bennington as Nylander lost it. And Mark Stone will pick it up for Canada, and now they record a shot on goal, Sweden. Shots are now 7-1. That took them almost 14 minutes to get a shot on goal. And they're down by 2, and it's not looking good so far for Sweden. Oh! Darlene pushed McDavid in the corner when they were fighting for the puck, and I guess that's the frustration you can see so far in the game. That's going to be an offside with 5:39 to go. Excuse you.
Thank you.
And, wow. We have no viewers now. Wow. We peaked at 12 and we're back to none. Jeez. Well, anyways.
Oh, my God.
We'll be back with more after this. 5:39 to go in the first. We're back, everybody. Four Nations Face-Off coverage here on NHL on MHS alongside Stan, and I'm Max, and it's been very dominating so far, and the frustrations have started to settle in there, as you see there. Darlene giving McDavid a nudge.
It's really not looking good for Finns.
For
Sweden.
No, you're fine. I made a mistake too. Don't worry. Don't worry.
Okay,
Off
it's
the
okay.
face-off,
Everybody
Theodore.
gets those two cuts.
Doughty, and it's knocked down. Played shot. The hits are even at 4 in the game. It's Theodore, family clearance attempt, and now Doughty will pick it up and clear it all the way down. No icing, it deflected. Gustafsson played it. What was happening there in the corner? Pettersson.
Don't know.
Just wow.
Made me.
Bratt waiting. Bratt cross, and it's blocked out in front. Great defense there. That would have been a very good chance there for Sweden, and couldn't connect the pass. Jesper Bratt. They took away the other shot by Sweden, so it's still 7-0 the shots favoring. So, not yet Sweden has recorded a shot on goal. Maybe they get one here. Forsling, shot, save made by Bennington. His first save of the night. 4:45 left to go in the first. And that's your first save. Wow. It's astonishing how this has devolved.
These are just words on a page at this point.
Wow. .445 to go. Sweden finally has a shot on goal, and yeah, this is not looking hot for Sweden. Mika Zibanejad gets kicked out of the faceoff dot. William Nylander will replace him. McKinnon wins the faceoff. Tied up Zibanejad. Parayko giving up. Nylander waiting. William Nylander circles back. Right circle. William Nylander goes back to the point. No, he didn't. He was blocked by Mark Stone. Now packs back. Zibanejad across. From the point, a shot deflected on goal. Blocked out in front. Mark Stone, and it deflected into the slot. Mark Stone gets it back, and now Crosby. Sidney Crosby pressured by 3 Sweden players. That's Forsberg trying to make a move. Could not. Crosby passes it across. Parayko will send it in from center. 4:07 to go in the first. Held in, I believe, by Hagel. Pressured is Brodin, and now it's picked up here and cleared out of the zone by Gustav Nyquist. Nyquist gets it again, pressured along the wall. Konechny. What they need here is a power play. Brodin. Pass across. First goal was McKinnon on the power play 56 seconds in, and then the second one was Brad Marchand on a nice setup on a 2-on none, I believe. But it's 2-0 Canada so far in this game. 7-1 the shots favoring Canada. And it's been very good so far. Makar's shot blocked out in front unless you're a Sweden fan. Nyquist into the zone.
Yeah.
Nyquist dropped it off. Dahlin! And he fanned on the chance to shoot. And here's Marchand the other way. Brad Marchand. Pressured along the boards. Battled full. Joel Eriksson Ek will move it up. That deflected. What a hit. Oh, my.
Ooh.
Raymond will send it back in. 3 minutes left to go in the first period. It goes back to the line. Held in by Hedman. Along the boards. Hedman gets it again. Hedman waiting. Hedman blasts one wide of the net. It's best shot Sweden's had all night. Raymond goes back to the point. Forcing the shot. And that's stopped by Bennington. Doughty and I believe Raymond were getting tied up there around the slot area. Carlson, the initial shot. That was, that missed wide. That was not, I thought that was someone else, I think. But good chance there either way.
65.
Erik Karlsson. Zibanejad out there. The face-off is not drawn yet, and Zibanejad for the second time tonight, from what I've seen, has get replaced in the face-off dot. Nylander trying to win the face-off. Scramble, and they do win it. Hedman across for Forsling. Forsling's shot was blocked out in front of the net. Marner picks it up on his backhand. Passed it to the middle. Nudged ahead for Reinhard, will send it in. McDavid trying to get away from Forsling. Hedman And now comes free. Marner to McDavid. Oh, he gets taken down. No penalty. Parayko back to McDavid. McDavid could do this alone as if he could. Shot from the line, deflected off the glove of Gustafsson. And it's cleared out of the zone. Marner. Canada has not made a mistake here throughout this whole game. Morrissey will send it back in. It's insane. McDavid pressured, taken down. And Stone can't get it. And it's picked up here by Forsling. And then it's picked up by Crosby. Crosby passes it for Taves. Through the middle, McKinnon. And Stone, on a second attempt, will send it back into the Sweden zone. 100 seconds to go in the first period in the Four Nations Face-Off round-robin game. Makar. And Stone couldn't get it. At center, picked up here. Ekholm will slap it back in. Sweden needs a break right now. If they could get a goal in this last minute, this is a game again. And all that momentum that Canada has could get changed here, but they gotta get it. Because all the momentum is all Canada right now. Look, he bounced off the linesman, and they're going to get a line change here. Pedersen will leave it. A minute left to go in the first period here in Four Nations face-off. Dahlin. Pass across, sent back into the zone by Elias Lindholm. And then it's cleared out by Canada immediately after they enter the zone. Brodin. 45 seconds to go. Dahlin back to Brodin. Brodin deflected into the zone again. Doughty.
Brodin.
It's moved up. Maybe a 3-on-2 here. The late stages of the first period could not. Could not enter the zone cleanly there. And the line change here. Brodin. Not a Dahlin. Into the zone, Lucas Raymond. Shot saved by Bennington with 17.1 left on the clock here in the first. And that's the third shot by Sweden. But McDavid's close chance there, but Raquel took him down. Awkward collision with the goalie, too. We appreciate y'all for watching. I think y'all tune in for the intro, but, I mean, either way, we appreciate y'all either way for tuning in.
It was a very good intro, to be fair.
Very good intro. Bunch of legends. Mike Richter was there. Mario Lemieux. A lot of legends of the game were there. The captains for USA and Finland were there as well. Barkov and Austin Matthews. Raymond now moved it up into the zone. 5 seconds to go. Deflected into the middle. Brett couldn't get it. 3 seconds to go. A shot from the line. And
oh my gosh.
Couldn't get it. Not much there. That'll end the first period. And then a shot into the net after the horn.
Oh.
And
really?
I think that was way after the horn had gone. And Marchand's not happy about that. You do not put it into the net after the time has expired. Brad Marchand doesn't like it at all. Sweden's frustrated. Marchand didn't like it. Canada didn't like it. But either way, they're going to have to like their lead. They have a 2-0 lead. And Sweden has all of the frustration so far. And, man, Canada has dominated in this one so far.
Yep.
So, we'll have our intermission report coming up next. A 2-0 lead for Canada. We'll go over the goals, and we'll go over our thoughts of the game so far, and then our predictions for the second period, and see if Sweden can pick up their play in the next period here. As Canada and Sweden, round robin, first game of this tournament, the Four Nations face-off. We'll be back with more with the intermission report coming up next. We're back, everybody, in our intermission report. It's a 2-0 lead for Canada over Sweden. So, you must wonder what happened in that first period. Stan, what did you see in that first period there?
I saw Canada physically abuse Sweden.
Really?
Like, they were just completely dominating. They got 2 goals in really early, and then nothing else happened. And I think they got really close to making a bunch more goals, but the Sweden goalie kept blocking them.
Been the best player all night for them. Shots are 7-3 in favor of Canada. Apparently, I've heard that Sweden didn't get a shot until 16 minutes into the game. Sometimes I've heard 13 minutes. We're not sure how much it took for them to get a shot.
If I was a Sweden fan, I would want to take around 7 shots of alcohol.
Well, 56 seconds in, this beauty of a goal. McDavid, Crosby, and McKinnon. Who's going to stop this power play? Look at this. Look at this movement here as we're showing it the most we can. The give and go of Crosby with McDavid and the backdoor from McKinnon. It's just insane how well they move the puck. And now Marchand at 13-15 off a turnover by Forsberg. The great pass up. And 2-on-1. And there's the goal by Brad Marchand again. What did you see on that goal? On the second one here as we replay it again.
Let's watch it. I'm looking at a still frame for the most part. But
no, you're looking at
it's amazing. Yes.
Yeah, this is what I'm showing so far. The players moving.
It's okay, but yeah, it was a wild goal. Good. Very good.
Very good. Great pass.
I can't get over the fact that...
Go ahead.
I can't get over the fact that you said McDavid Crosby. I'm just thinking, I guess that's what we'd call David Crosby if he worked at McDonald's.
Well, it's a 2-0 lead, though, for Canada. And what do you think Sweden needs to do here? Because, man, they are not looking good so far.
I think they need to bribe Canada. They need to give them some money in order to let them win.
Wow. I mean, it's been that kind of
That's
game.
the only thing I can think of. Hopefully they can make some better passes.
Yep, for sure. They really need to find some ways to settle the puck down, take a moment, try to make up a play, for sure. But I mean, this Canada team has been OP so far in this game. 7-3 the shots favoring, as I previously mentioned, and face-offs have favored Sweden actually, 52.9%.
Yeah.
Power play 1 for 1
for
Canada. As that was the goal.
My prediction. Yeah, I don't think we're talking about our predictions for the rest of the game yet.
We'll get into our predictions for the second period, though. After this, as I list off the stats here, 6 of 5, the hits favoring Sweden, block shots favoring Sweden. They had to block a lot, 8-4, giveaways 6-6 or even, takeaways 2-2. They're even as well. And these are the referees, head coaches, and these are the scratches for Canada, actually. We will go over these. Sam Bennett, Travis Sanheim, and Sam Altenbo, the goalie, the backup. And Sweden's is Rasmus Andersson, and Samuel Eriksson's a goalie as well. Leo Carlson as well as a scratch. Officials, Chris Rooney, Gord Dwyer, Scott Cherry, and Ryan Daisy are your officials for tonight. And... man, it's been very, very brutal for Sweden so far to set predictions going into the second period.
My prediction is that Sweden will get 1 goal, and Canada will get 3 more.
Do you think it's going to be the same like it was in that first period?
Yeah. More of the same kind of stuff. A lot of really frantic movements. A lot of almost getting it in the goal, but the goalie just knocks it off.
We'll see.
That's going to be happening constantly.
Yeah, we'll see about that. Coming up in this second period, my thoughts. I mean, Canada has looked very good so far. The connection feels like it's there already. And it feels like every Sweden mistake turns into something really good. If it doesn't result in a goal, it's a very good chance for Canada. It's just been domination so far. And that streak that they have is continuing. 12 consecutive games at NHL international tournaments. Longest such winning streak in history.
I really have to say Canada has never looked better.
Yeah, I mean, there's been some very good Canada teams, but in this tournament...
It looks like they are on track. It looks like they are on track to keep that streak.
It's crazy so far. Sidney Crosby has the most career assists at NHL international tournaments among active players. He gets an assist here tonight. That's insane. Someone just said it's like a Lemieux, Gretzky, Messier power play unit. It felt so good, that passing. It just connects like crazy. It's insane. It's honestly insane.
Yeah. Yes.
Very, very insane here. And, man, that was a very pretty goal to watch, the first one at least. And, yeah, it's insane. It's insane. It's insane. Brad Marchand is now 5 shy of the record for most goals by any player at one NHL international tournament. That was in 2016, the World Cup of Hockey. A 6 shy of the record, and now he's 5 shy now. Wow, it's insane. Very, very insane numbers here. And Canada, let's talk about shutouts. Oh no, I just jinxed it. The commentary jinx. Canada leads with all teams. Sweden behind with 4, but Canada was 6. So we'll see if we see a shutout here or not. If Sweden cannot get their game together. Right now I jinxed it. That's the commentary curse. We'll see. 1:06 until our second intermission comes back. Any final thoughts before we go and come back?
Sweden. That's my thought. Sweden. You need to step it up.
We'll see if they do step it up as our intermission report comes to a conclusion. We'll see you back for the second intermission as the second period is about to start. We'll be back with more after this. We're back, everybody, for the second period of the Four Nations Face-Off, and man, has it been a good one so far. As Man, that's a very interesting first period there. Very dominating first period by Canada. And, man, very, very good around, all around good period for Canada. What do you think they need to establish their presence still, or continue that play?
I mean, Canada doesn't need to do anything to establish their presence. With their domination, they've already asserted dominance over Sweden. They don't need to do anything else except keep doing what they're doing.
We'll see how they can continue that as the second period's underway here at the Bell Center in Montreal. And the hype of that first period kind of cooled down now. This hype for this tournament kind of cooled down, but I mean, it's still there. We'll see if we could see a tighter game here, obviously. McKinnon goes back to the point, not held in by Taves, as the pass wasn't crisp. Gustafson, now it's Brodin behind the net. Zibanejad will send it in. Zibanejad trying to get through. Raquel crushes Makar into the boards. Along the boards is fought for, comes free.
Makar.
And moved up for McDavid, who lost the handle. McDavid again.
Crushed Makar.
Raquel will send it back in. Here's McDavid. McDavid across. Taves back to Makar. Moved it up for McDavid. McDavid's in. Wait, shoot, save by Gustafson. 103 in. And the shots are now 8-3. Good chance there by McDavid on a 3-on-2. He just decided to just shoot it. Pretty good shot. Good save there by Gustafson. Fans coming back from the concessions or wherever they were, as this arena will start to fill up again. Off the face-off one here, Dahlin. And they look to move it up Sweden. They could not. Parayko through the legs, Dahlin. And it's sent back in. Parayko will have to go back for it. Parayko along the boards, held in by Hedman. Or pardon me, Arvidsson. Victor Arvidsson held it in. Hagel will clear it all the way down. Will that be an icing? No icing. Waved off by the linesman. Huge hit on Ekholm by Konechny. Rattled the glass on that one. Morrissey and Arvidsson tied up and picked up here by Parayko again. Hagel tried to clear it. Held in by Pettersson and a save made. Rebound shot missed on that wide by Sweden. Good chance. Carlson down low and a deflection on goal. Save made by Bennington. And a couple of good chances there by Sweden. See if they can develop it more. That's going to be an icing, though, on Sweden. Yeah, late hit after that. Parayko and Philip Forsberg. Team USA's dinner in Montreal. Some stars, some old stars. As Mike Modano, one of the Dallas stars, was there. The father of Johnny Gaudreau, who tragically passed away in August in a very bad incident. His father, Guy Gaudreau, is there holding his jersey. They said that he was working hard to try to make this tournament. He didn't even start the season. He passed away before the season had started, before training camp and all that. Tragic loss, and USA has that jersey up there to remember him, and he's always there in the locker room. Shot deflected wide as it's picked up here by Point behind the net. Goes around Jarvis. Rimmed all the way around again. As looks like it's one of the players that... Oh, there's a little bit of pain there by one of the players of Canada. I'm not sure. He had 7 on the last number there. I'm not sure who got injured maybe on that. I think it might have been Shea Theodore, or I don't think it was Crosby, because Marchand will pick it up now. Don't know who got hurt there. Jarvis goes back to the point, held in. Not sure. We'll try to see who that was who was lingering it. Marchand goes back to the point. Taves across from Makar. Goes back again. Stone. McKinnon. First line out there. Crosby's out there. So I believe it was... I don't know who it was. I lost track. We'll just continue to play here.
Yeah.
And they try to go back to the line and could not.
I don't know how you keep track of
That,
that.
I mean, it's pretty hard to determine, I guess, sometimes which player's which, I guess, sometimes. We'll see, though. We'll get a replay, probably. Raquel will send it back in. And that's going to be deflected out of play into the netting. It's Shea Theodore. I was right on that one. Shea Theodore got awkwardly, I think his wrist. I don't know. Weird collision along the glass. And that resulted in that. And Shea Theodore is going to the locker room now. So he is going to be out for the game a little bit. That's one of the defensemen for Canada. So now they're going to run 5 defensemen now as Theodore goes down to the locker room. Don't know what I mean, it seemed like an innocent hit along the boards, but man, now it just looked like he might be out for the game. Pete DeBoer out there, Stars head coach, Dallas Stars head coach. He is one of the coaches on this Canada team. Shot save made, rebound still loose out on the side of the net for Sweden as they were trying to get a chance. Along the boards, fought for. Nylander held it in. Nylander. Hedman held it in from the blue line. No, it wasn't. Came out of the zone. 16:05 left to go in the second period. The shots are now 8-5. Kempe with the chance. Crushed Theodore. And, I mean, I think he might have just landed his wrist wrong. And he just looks like he's in pain. Don't know if he's going to be gone for this tournament now, if it's a major injury. Hoping for the best for Shea Theodore. That would have been a breakaway pass there, but it was picked off by Doughty. Along the boards, fought for. Comes free. Reinhart, shot, save made. Sam Reinhart with the chance. Stanley Cup champion with Florida last year. Still defending Stanley Cup champions.
They're
That
still
one's
great at
icing.
saving.
Pretty good at saves. Apologize for this to be slow on you.
It's fine. It's fine.
$15:37 to go in the second period. Shots are 9-5 in favor of Canada. Off the face-off, one here by Canada. Shot from the boards, deflected wide. Parayko behind the net. Crosby angled off by Hedman. That's a Benajad. Moves it across now for Brodin, who will backhand it into the zone and picked up there by Parayko. Passes it across. Crosby into the zone. Crosby sends it to the middle. McKinnon waits, shoots off the outside of the net. McKinnon bats it up in the air and taken away here by Joel Erikssonek. That's not going to be offside there on Sweden. 14:56 left to go in the second period. And a lot of whistles have happened.
Yeah.
Not much happening here in the second period compared to the first. A lot more action in the first. It's kind of settled down now, this game. That first period felt like a lot to process, and now the second period just felt like a more calmer period.
Yeah, I agree. It definitely is not as eventful. There hasn't even been another goal yet.
Here's a pass for Raymond. Lucas Raymond, and a backhand denied, and one of the players goes into the net. Sorelli, and Raymond had the chance on the backhand, and they were that close to getting a goal. Sweden, Lucas Raymond, and it was just off the shaft of the stick of Bennington, that close to making it 2-1, and then Sorelli just running into the camera in the net. So that's probably one of the best chances the game has had here for Sweden.
Yeah.
Lucas Raymond's been really good with Detroit so far. They are on a run right now. Before they went on the break, which is right now, Raymond has been a key part of that for sure. 10-6 shots favoring Canada. They have a 2-0 lead so far. And the arena is very packed so far in this one. Very energetic crowd so far. Devon Taves will move it up. That's going to be icing on Canada. Some speed bumps here for sure.
Yeah.
A lot of speed bumps. .14:33 to go in the second period. It's 10-6 in favor of Canada. And, man, it's not looking hot here for Sweden. They're fixing the camera inside the net now. Because I guess something must have happened.
Somebody did it.
That's why, the play with Sorelli going into the net, I believe that's why they're fixing it. And there's a little bit of delay because of that. And it seems like now we're ready. Off the face-off, one here, goes across, shot from the line by Hedman, went wide. Zibanejad, and now it's picked up by Marchand and flipped out of the zone out to center. Here's a chance, moving in for point, trying to pass it back to Marchand like how it was in the second goal. Marchand leaves it, shot, save! Oh, what a chance there for Canada again. That was very close.
There's just so many good saves. That's what they're good at. They gotta keep these saves up.
It's along the boards where it's fought
Just
for.
don't let.
Sweden was trying to get it. Along the boards, and it's picked up here. Could be an odd man rush the other way. McKinnon. Or no, not McKinnon. That was, pardon me. Got a little bit too excited there. That was Jarvis, and Point trying to make the pass across. Nice defensive play by Erik Karlsson to keep that from going to Marchand for 3-0 Canada lead. And yeah, that's been the story of all night. Canada dominating. We'll be back with more after this. We're back, everybody, here on the Four Nations Face-Off, and the 2-0 lead for Canada still. Both of the goals coming from the first period. Brad Marchand and Nathan McKinnon with the goals. And it's a 2-0 lead due to that. Good chances, though, by Sweden. Lucas Raymond on that backhand shot. It's the closest thing to Sweden getting a goal so far. 14th 20-goal seasons for Brad Marchand. He's the last goal scorer in this game so far, but with Boston, that's his 14th 20-goal season of his career, and he has a goal and 2 shots in this game. Along the boards, battle for Ekholm, trying to fish it free, Bratt, and picked up here by Reinhardt. Here's McDavid into the zone. McDavid waiting, McDavid looking, McDavid trying to center it for Reinhardt, and that couldn't go.
McDavid. What's McDavid doing?
Bennington, and now it's Parayko, not a Morrissey. Morrissey back to Parayko. Parayko, now it's passed up into the middle. Here's Marner, who will send it back in. Picked up there by Lindholm. Leaved it. And Crosby angles off Brodin. Centered out in front. Stone denied. Crosby's in the net. He got pushed into the net. And picked up here by Sweden. Here's Lindholm the other way. Pass across. And the pass across for Hedman from Arvidsson could not connect. And picked up here by Canada again. McKinnon. Some stick handling. Trying to pass it for Crosby. That's going to be an icing on Canada with 12:29 left to go in the second period. Not much so far. And it continues with that for sure. 12:29 left to go in the second period. Shots are 11-6 in favor of Canada. McKinnon trying to win the faceoff, could not, and Sweden moves it around. Shot saved by Bennington with 12:23 left.
Oh,
Forsberg with a chance along the boards.
They just can't stop saving these goalies. They're such good goalies.
Bennington was getting
saving
screened there.
everything.
And 11-7, the shots favoring Canada. 12:23 left to go in the second period. We're approaching the halfway point of the game, and it's a 2-0 lead for Canada. Off the faceoff, one here by Devon Taves. Devon Taves picks up the puck, passes it across for McCarr. McCarr, and it's sent in, no deflected, no icing. Gustafsson left it, Dahlin. And it's moved up across as Doughty will pass it back for Morrissey. Morrissey passes it through the middle. Point taken down. And picked up here by Forsberg. Forsberg trying to center it. Kempe couldn't get it. Forsberg again. Philip Forsberg. Waits, shoots, blocked out in front. Dahlin again. Passes it.
Oh, again.
Sweden's getting the chances so far. In the second period.
They actually get another goal.
Jarvis and Pedersen. Pedersen picks up the puck. Pedersen will send it back in on goal. Bennington will cover it. It was a rolling puck, and it was close to getting loose there for a Sweden player, but he covers it to secure the whistle. 11:27 left to go.
Yep.
Second period, 11-8. The shots favoring Canada. And Zibanejad gets kicked out for the third time in the faceoff dot, and now Nylander will take it. Nylander wins the faceoff. Carlson across it goes.
One more.
Ekholm, and it's taken away here as Nylander pressured along the boards, comes free. Here's Cirelli, flipped into the zone in the center. And it's Carlson who picks up the puck. Carlson deflected away, and it's taken away here. Raquel, and now it's Zibanejad. Parayko.
They're too good for their own good.
Parayko. And they move it up now. Deflected on goal. Gustafsson will cover it with 10:54 left to go.
We got about one more SpongeBob episode before the end of the period.
We'll see maybe even more as the commercial breaks and all that got to include those.
Oh yeah,
so maybe a 15-minute episode.
Yeah.
Zibanejad can't win the face-off.
Assuming.
Shots are 12-10 in favor. Shot from the line was blocked by Devon Taves. Here's a 2-on-2 the other way. Raquel was angled off. Raquel gets it again. Dowdy was trying to angle him off. Raquel trying to center it. Comes back to Raquel again behind the net. Dowdy picks it up now. Dowdy got taken down, and now Raymond. Lucas Raymond goes back to the point again. Hedman across. Brodeen shot. Score! Brodeen puts it in, and Sweden is finally on the board with a goal. And now it's a 2-1 game. Very nice setup there as they move the puck. Brodeen from the circle, just a weak wrist shot, you could say. Goes into the top corner of the net with the puck battling. That's just... Bennington did not see that until late, before that shot came off, and
If my prediction is correct, then this will be the only goal that they get.
We will see. Sweden has kind of dominated in the second period, not much, but better than their first period, and now they're on the board, and that's an interesting game again, 2-1. So. We'll see if they can continue that momentum, maybe tie the game, as that's going to be an icing here in Canada with 10:07 left to go in the second. It's the first in this tournament for Sweden, so the defensemen getting into the offense now. The first two goals were by forwards for Canada, and now a defenseman scoring for Sweden. So, got scoring all over the place. Zibanejad for the almost fourth time. He gets warned that time. Zibanejad wins the face-off, but then knocked away there. Behind the net, Zibanejad gets it again. Zibanejad rims it all the way around. Sweden trying to tie the game here. Halfway through the second. Shot. Blocked out in front. Still loose out in front of the net. Trying to scramble for it. Comes back to the line. Hedman shot deflected. Save! What a save, Bennington! What a save! It deflected into his glove.
Whoa.
Wow, what a chance. Jordan Bennington denies him, but Brodeen has put Sweden on the board, and they're feeling something too. We'll be back with more after this. We're back, everybody, and now it's a 2-1 game here instead of a...
Yeah, so far.
So far, at least. Yep, so far.
Yeah.
We'll see if...
I made my prediction that Canada was going to get 3 more goals, so we'll see if that happens.
in this second period. So let's see if that happens. Be interesting if it will. Off the face-off, one here by Canada, and they look to pick up the puck. They do. Sent back into the zone by Canada. Along the boards comes free. And they'll send it back in. Zibanejad left there. Raquel in front. Save made by Bennington again. Shots are almost even at 11. They are even at 11. Carlson shot blocked. Carlson is forced out of the zone. Close chance there again as Sweden's putting on the pressure. Here's Nylander. A shot deflected wide. William Nylander with a chance. That was very close to going in. Here's a shot by Carlson. Slowed down as it was blocked out in front. As it's held in by Sweden for a second. And it's picked up here by Hedman. Shots are now 11-10. They removed one shot. Here's Raymond trying to go in, or Arvidsson, pardon me. Arvidsson was trying to go in and try to get the tying goal for Sweden. But now Canada's getting some pressure now as Morrissey now moves it up into the zone. Marchand trying to get it. And it's sent back in from center by Taves. 8.5 to go in the second period. It's a 2-1 game now. Picked up here. And here's Ekholm. Ekholm waiting. Passes it off the boards. Here's a chance here for Raymond, who passes it across. That was broken up. Or Arvidsson, pardon me again. Arvidsson and Raymond have been confusing me. They're 33 and 23, but man, those threes look the same. Parayko.
Yeah.
Now it's point, and it's sent back in again. Forsling. Gustav Forsling. Less than 8 minutes left to go here in the second period. 2-1 game now. Konechny trying to send it back to the point. Could not. Pettersson, and now it's Forsberg who was trying to get it. Forsling now. Forsling angled off. Comes free for Cirelli. Here's a shot by Makar that was blocked out in front. Makar gets it again and is forced out of the zone. Taves. That's going to be offside on Canada with 7:34 to go. Our poll's still going. 16 votes, and all the votes majority to Canada so far in the game. And, yeah, that's been the case here so far. $7:34 to go, and thoughts on Sweden's play so far?
I mean, it's definitely good that they got a goal.
Mm-hmm. Sent back in again.
I'm not, so far, I'm not sure if they're going to get anything else.
We'll see. As here's Canada, picks up the puck. Nathan McKinnon into the zone. McKinnon waiting. McKinnon delaying. Passes it across off the skate. Shot. And Mark Stone on the line. It was that close to going in. Was it a goal? The goal net comes off, I believe. They're going to go to review potentially. Was it knocked off the line, or was it a goal? Did it cross the line? McKinnon, the pass for Mark Stone, and he chipped a backhander, and then, nope, that didn't even go in. Not even close. The goal net came off, though. It was Crosby, I believe, who got a deflection on it, and it was just this close to going in. And I mean inches away from crossing that goal line. Picked up by Dahlin, who just saved the goal. He prevented Canada from getting a goal there. The 18th Swedish-born captain. He's a captain for the Buffalo Sabres, and this close for a 3-1 Canada lead, but he prevented that from happening. So a very good defensive play there as it's one off the face-off by McDavid. Here's Makar. Makar, Makar, circles back. Makar waiting. Makar goes back to the point again. Marner, pardon me. Lost it. McDavid goes back. Shot. Save from the point. 6:48 left to go in the second. Parayko with the shot. 2-1 the shots, or 2-1 the score, actually, not the shots. I was about to say, if that was 2-1 the shots, it'd be a pretty boring game late in the game. 6:48 left to go in the second period here. And off the face-off, it's one here. 2 shots on goal for Parayko, 2 blocks, too. Nylander, pass for Raquel. Ricardo Raquel trying to center it off the outside of the net. It went.
Raquel, Niederlander.
Shot from the point was blocked out in front. Could be a potential breakaway here for Crosby. And he shot it wide. The whole crowd was standing up on that one. It was Crosby. Crosby again trying to get it. He gets angled off. Oh, my goodness. Crosby had 2 good chances.
Oh, finally the writers remembered that Crosby exists.
Hedman through the middle. Hedman will send it deep. Parayko.
Still not enough to get it to go.
Deflected out of the zone. 6 minutes to go in the second. Parayko along the boards. Marchand couldn't get it. It hopped off his stick. Pettersson off the outside of the net. And along the boards is battled for Forsberg. Trying to get it. Forsberg. And it comes free for Canada. But Carlson held it in along the boards. Marchand on his backhand, now on his forehand, will flip it out of the zone. Glove down by Forsberg. And here comes Carlson. 4-on-3 crossing the line. Carlson trying to center it. Angled off there was Kempe. Now it comes back to Carlson, who sends it across off the skate. Kempe, and he shot it wide. Carlson. Now to Forsberg. And he could not get it. And it's cleared out of the zone by Marchand. Carlson again. Carlson sent it back in by Lindholm. Bennington played it. Almost given up there. Dahlin almost turned over in the slot. And it comes free now. Lindholm now a shot. Flooded on goal. Save made. Still loose off the outside of the net. Goes back to the line.
Ooh.
Forsling faked the one-timer. Across it goes. Shot and off the outside of the net again. It might have been blocked out in front by Parayko. Here's McDavid the other way at 2-on-2 the other way. Connor McDavid. McDavid will send it in. And a Forsling. And it's cleared out of the zone at the center. Forsling in. Sent it in. Rimmed all the way around. Taves. Devon Taves. Held it in along the boards. Arvidsson goes back to the point and not held in by Hedman. The time's still going. Everyone stopped, but they didn't whistle it down. So we still go.
Oh, man.
What's wrong?
Nothing. Just that that hasn't stopped.
It's.
Well, I thought that was a problem.
I thought so. Nope, the play's still going, and resting my voice will come after. And it goes out of the zone. Raymond deflected it out to center. Here's a chance here for Sweden. A shot wide of the goal. Raymond will pick it up now. It was Jesper Brett who was trying to send it in deep, and now it's picked up here. Morrissey, maybe a 3-on-2 for Canada. A pass across in front. What a save rebound. It's still loose. Ooh. Everyone was down, and somehow Canada did not put that in. Raymond into the zone. Raymond 3-on-2. Raymond shot, and a save made by Bennington. From the boards, it goes back to the line for Ekholm, who shoots it wide of the goal again. Carlson, and it bounced over his stick and cleared out of the zone. Ekholm will pick it up. Ekholm, Delane, in his own zone. 3 minutes left to go in the second period. Raquel makes a move, passes it across for Ekholm, who flips it into the corner. Picked up by Taves into the corner. Battling for it, comes free. For a second, and it comes for Raquel. Raquel pressured by Devon Taves, still along the boards. McKinnon trying to fish it free. Still loose, comes free again. And it's stolen away off the slot. Chance Nylander, and Mark Stone picks it up now. It's Sidney Crosby the other way. Crosby trying to make a move. Crosby holds up, centered, scores! Mark Stone! 3-1 Canada. Mark Stone with a goal. 2 assists for Crosby.
So far my prediction is still
Alive.
almost accurate. Yes, yeah, still alive. That's the way to say it.
Crosby, a nice setup for Mark Stone. And it's back to a 2-goal lead for Canada. And so it's a 3-1 lead. And Canada wins the face-off. So a goal by Sweden to make it 2-1, and now it's a 3-1 game. Canada has now extended their lead back to 2 again. Pedersen trying to get it out, and they will. Doughty, pass across for Jarvis. They re-enter. Seth Jarvis trying to send it back into the middle. Point now trying to get it to Marchand behind the net. It's picked up here, and Darlene will move it up for Kempe. Kempe couldn't clear it out, though, and it's battled along the boards for it. McCarran is fished free. Here comes Pedersen. Pedersen 2-on-1 potentially. Pedersen angled off. Here's Pedersen waiting. Pedersen goes back to the line. A shot by Carlson. Blocked out in front of the net. Pedersen goes back to the point. Carlson to pass across. Ekholm fakes the blast. Ekholm behind the net. Ekholm waiting. Shot. Blocked out in front. And it comes to Lindholm. Lindholm pressured. Lindholm goes back to the line again. Pressured by Sweden. Ekholm leads it for Carlson. Carlson shoots it. Bennington made a save. A snow angel, and it's covered.
Oh.
What a chance. Forsberg is arguing that that puck probably should have been free. Marchand was going back to the bench. It's a 3-1 lead now for Canada. Mark Stone with the goal, his first of the tournament, with a nice setup by Crosby, his second assist. A 2-point game for Crosby. 3-1, Canada leads. We'll be back with more after this with 1:26 to go in the second. We're back, everybody. 3-1 lead. Nice setup by Crosby to Stone, and it's 3-1 with 1:26 left to go in the second. That's a big goal there. 2 assists tonight for Sidney Crosby. And I don't think Sidney Crosby's getting old. I think he's just getting better and better each day. I mean, he's not as young as he used to be, but he's still good in this league, and very good game for him. Carlson across. That shot was blocked out in front. Forsberg gave it away to Marner. Mitch Marner will clear it out of the zone. Hedman, 1:15 left to go in the second period. Picked up there by Morrissey, now to Parayko. Through the middle, McDavid. Connor McDavid into the zone. McDavid waiting. McDavid goes back to the line. Parayko fakes a slap shot. Parayko will rim it around, and it's picked up there by Zibanejad. Marner trying to get it. McDavid goes back to the point again. Morrissey through the middle. Reinhart can receive the pass cleanly as Reinhart will get it in the corner. Shot wide of the goal. Morrissey again. Morrissey trying to center it. Hedman deflected. Forsberg off the glass, and it's picked up there by Carlson. Carlson on the outside. 35 seconds to go in the second period. Carlson around for Zibanejad. Zibanejad trying to center it. Deflected wide of the goal. It went off a Canada skate, I believe, and it almost went in. Close chance there. Devontae is trying to send it back in. Deflected, so no icing. Crosby deflected it. And it's picked up here by Eriksson Ek. Sent back in. Bratt. 8 seconds to go in the period. Canada has the puck. Devon Taves sends it down, all the way down. Will that be an icing? Icing called, but there's no time left. A 3-1 lead for Canada after 2 periods of play. And man, has this been a dominating one for Canada. Seemed like Sweden was about to get some more. Seemed like Sweden was going to get some more, and we have 0.7 left on the clock here. They left 0.7 left. They did leave 0.7 left on the clock, so yeah. 0.7 left on the clock here, and
I don't know what to do.
I mean, not enough time to do anything for Sweden. That ends the period officially, and we're going to our second intermission report after a little bit of a break. And seemed like Sweden was going to tie it up here. Instead, Mark Stone gets the 3-1 goal. Brodin made it 2-1. And so Canada has 3 goals in this one as they lead at 3-1. Intermission report coming up next on the NHL and MHS for Nation Faceoff coverage. We're back, everybody, and the intermission report, second intermission report, here on the Four Nations Faceoff coverage, NHL, whatever you want to call it. 3-1 is now your score now. What were your thoughts on that second period, Stan?
Not much. It was basically the same stuff. It was a lot calmer at first, but hey, both teams did get one goal in. All we need. So both periods have had 2 goals.
Yep, both of them.
Canada had 2 in the first. They had 1, and Sweden had 1 in the second. So I think we can complete the trifecta, and in the third one, Canada can get 2 more goals and make my original prediction correct.
This has been a very interesting tournament for sure, so far at least.
Yeah. Yes, it has.
And we're trying to get some word on what happened to Shea Theodore. He got injured, I believe, in that play. And
yeah, I heard about that.
This is from an insider, or not insider, but a reporter that's at the arena at Montreal Bell Center. He was working on TNT, and they said, it's from Jackie Redmond. They said, can confirm Shea Theodore got X-rays during the second period. Update to come. What will Shea Theodore?
Oh.
What's going to happen to Shea Theodore for the rest of the season? He had Team Canada's defense so far in their time on ice. Devon Taves, 16 minutes and 21 seconds of ice time. Cale Makar, 15 minutes and 55 seconds. Josh Morrissey, 14 minutes and 23 seconds. Colton Parayko, 13 minutes and 34 seconds. Drew Doughty, 12 minutes and 37 seconds. That's a lot of ice time for them, for sure.
That's a lot of fish.
Yeah, it's just... It has been really, really...
Crazy.
Crazy, yeah.
Weird game today.
Very weird game. Yeah, it's, I mean, you know, the game's always weird.
Yeah. If you know, you know.
You know, yep. You know. Yeah, but it's been crazy, and, yeah.
I mean, worse has happened.
Yep, as worse has happened.
I mean, hey, this could be one of those games. This could be one of those games where nobody scores. Has there ever been a game that you've commentated where nobody has scored?
I think there's been one.
Yeah, it could. I don't know what much else there is to say. I'm just thinking. Yeah, I think Canada's gonna win. I think they're gonna score again. It would be crazy if they actually did just score twice and make my prediction correct. But if that doesn't happen, I would also like to make a revised one where I do think my other prediction is that. Oh wait, if Sweden's okay, I do think Sweden's gonna score one more, so then it'll be a 2-3 game. It's either gonna be a 2-3 game, or it's gonna be a 1-5 game.
Mm-hmm.
No in between.
Brodeen, his goal right here, and we're going to show the replay of that here before the most we can show of it. Here's Raymond, the pass for Hedman, and then Brodeen just wrists one towards the net, and it goes into the net. And it beats Binnington. 3-1, Canada. Mark Stone with another setup by Sidney Crosby. 2 assists in the game. He has been really good in this game, Sidney Crosby. He has assisted on 2 of the 3 goals. And a nice setup to beat Gustafsson. And it's 3-1 now in favor of Canada. And the shots are 14-12. And, man, it's been a very entertaining game so far.
Yes.
It is insane so far. And our intermission report will come to an end here as the third period is going to come up next. And we'll see what finish we'll see at the end of this game. Canada, Sweden, we'll be back. We're back, everybody. It's the third period. Last period of the game, unless we go to overtime. We'll see if we do or not. But the third period has started. We'll see what this brings in, and maybe see if Sweden can score 2 goals to try to tie this game up at 3 and send it into overtime so we can explain the overtime rules. It's 11 seconds in. It's iced here by Canada. The overtime rules in this, I believe, a tournament in round robin. It's going to be 10-minute overtimes, 3-on-3, I believe, from what I've heard. And yeah, that's all I've heard. Shot blocked out in front. McKinnon, Zibanejad couldn't get it, and it's flipped out to center. Mark Stone will pick it up, the latest goal scorer of the game. Nylander passes it across. Along the boards comes free, sent in by Zibanejad. Zibanejad rimmed it all the way around, shot from the line by Hedman, deflected wide. Reinhardt couldn't clear it. Devon Taves will send it back for Pareko. Since Shea Theodore got injured, they've shifted the defense a little bit here. They have to play like more time now. They only have 5 defensemen. Shea Theodore will not return. It's an upper body injury for Shea Theodore. The shot from the line by Pareko is denied by Gustafson. 19:03 left to go in the third. So Shea Theodore is going to be out with an upper body injury. And, yeah, Shea Theodore's going to be a loss here for this 4-nation face-off team, for sure, Canada. We're going to end the poll in the chat. We had 17 votes, and Canada won that 94%. Sweden with 5% favor of them. McDavid, who continues that 94% is right. Marner couldn't get it along the boards. Marner, and now it's McDavid. McDavid back to the line. Pareko sends it across. Shot from the line. Deflected. Lowered down in the shot. McMarner. Darlene out of Bratt. Bratt sends it back. Here's Eric Sinek, who tries to send it in deep along the boards. Is battled for. Morrissey still trying to get it. Kempe. McDavid. And it's flipped out. Konechny. And a race for the puck now, as Carlson will pick it up. Stolen away by Hagel for a second. And picked up here by Kempe, who passes it across for Carlson. Carlson back to Kempe. Kempe shot. Score!
Oh, finally.
Adrian Kempe makes it a 1-goal game again for Sweden. And it's 3-2. 3-2 game now as Kempe just wrists one towards the net, and it goes in and beats Bennington clean. And with 18:05 left, it's a 1-goal game again, and it's not over yet. And so Kempe makes it a 1-goal game, played behind the net by Gustafson. That came at 1:55 of the third period, and it's a 1-goal game again. And certainly you do not want to turn off the game right now, as it's gotten interesting again. Forsberg's shot was blocked. Comes back to the line by Ekholm. Ekholm rimmed it all the way around. It seemed like a nothing play, too. It's just walking into the zone, into the slot, and then you just wrist one that just beats him clean. And that's a 3-2 goal, and your prediction was right there. Along the boards is fought for. Marchand trying to get it. Comes free for Makar. Cale Makar through the middle, picked up there as Point will move it up. Braden Point will send it in from center. Shots are 15-13 in favor of Canada. Adrian Kempe with his first of the tournament. Carlson and Ekholm with the assists. Mark Stone will pass it back into the zone. Colin Pareko will move it up, knocked down by Stone. Goes into the corner. Brodin along the boards. Crosby goes back to the point for Pareko. Lets it go. Crosby behind the net. Crosby couldn't get it. It's Lindholm. Can't fish it free, and now Hedman picks it up for Sweden. Hedman knocked down by Lindholm. Devon Taves. Sweden was getting a line change there. They got to be careful to not get called for too many men. Deflect, and it says it's not offside. It's offside, yep. It's offside. 16:24 left to go in the third period, and it's 3-2. It's getting interesting.
Yeah.
16:24 left to go, and the combined shots are 28 between the two teams, and the combined goals are 5. Face-off won by McDavid. Deflected up in the air. McDavid couldn't get it and is picked up here by Sweden. They like to try to tie the game for the first time tonight. Zibanejad, now Raquel. Along the boards it's fought for. Raquel comes to Nylander. Nylander across, and the shot was blocked into the corner.
Oh.
McDavid picks it up now. Connor McDavid. Pass for Marner. Trying to go back for McDavid. Could not go. Nylander. And intercepted pass by Makar. Makar. Pass back from Doughty. Back to Makar again. Makar. Stretched to the middle. Off the stick of Hagel. Hagel. Roughs up Forsling into the corner. Forsling. Raymond trying to battle for it. Along the board, Cirelli. And it's picked up here by Eriksson Ek. Ekholm. Not a Raymond. Raymond up in the air. Raquel. Cirelli's on side. Trying to center for Konechny, and he couldn't go. Hagel. Deflected up in the air. Goes back to the point again. Doughty. The shot. Deflected. Save. Gustafsson. Konechny. Picked up there by Lucas Raymond for Sweden. Eriksson Ek can't clear it initially, but now he does.
Oh my gosh.
Devon Taves. More than 5 minutes have passed here in the third period. Adrian Kempe's made it a one-goal game. Sweden trying to come back from being down 3-1 at the start of this third period. Ekholm trying to move it up for Kempe. Marchand intercepts the pass, and Brad Marchand will look to move it up. It's offside on Canada with 14:36 left to go in the third. Not much has happened. I mean, one goal, but I mean, it'd be really interesting. Tournament rules. 10-minute overtimes. 3 points for a win in regulation. If Canada were to win, they win 3 points in the tournament. And whoever the two teams that have the most points will make it to the final game of the tournament, which will be on February 20th in TD Garden in Boston. We'll shift here from the Bell Center to TD Garden, as the first couple of games are here at Montreal, and then it goes to Boston. McKinnon with the puck. McKinnon lost it to the middle. Here's Arvidsson moving in. Arvidsson trying to center for Hedman. Hedman waiting. Hedman trying to center it. Went through the crease.
Oh.
My goodness, that was pretty close to doing some damage right there. Lucas Raymond has left the game in the third period, and that is not very good news for Sweden and for the Red Wings. No icing here. Centered! Oh, what a save! Bennington.
Another great save.
Reinhardt.
There's been...
Marner was trying to keep on side. Pass across, intercepted. Here's Dahlin. Pass across. Shot. Deflected. To the corner it goes. Rimmed all the way around. Comes back to the line. Ekholm backhands it. Back into the zone. Raquel, and now it's picked up by McDavid. Connor McDavid. Trying to make a move. Connor McDavid with the speed. On the outside. Goes behind the net. Wraparound chance. Just went through the crease, and it was that close. Comes back out in front, and Gustafsson covers the puck. With 13:01 left, and we'll see what happened to Lucas Raymond. He has left the game. And, I don't know what happened. Adrian Kempe has made it a one-goal game, though. As with 13:01 to go, it's gotten interesting here in Montreal with 13:01 left. We're back, everybody. Four Nations face-off, round robin, Canada versus Sweden. We have just gotten word that Lucas Raymond is back on the bench, so he is not injured for long. He went down to the locker room for a second and came back within a minute, so thank goodness for Red Wings fans. He is back on the bench, though, from what I've heard.
All right.
Hedman, but Shea Theodore is still at the game. He will not be back in this game. So Canada will have to run 5 defensemen, which might be tiring out the defensemen here in for the Canada team. McDavid, out of Doughty. Drew Doughty, the defenseman. Drew Doughty, the shot, deflected and out of play. $12:37 left to go.
All right.
It's gotten to that stretch of the game where either the next goal ties it or the next goal makes it a 4-2 game and probably ends this one. See,
I don't think there's going to be a next goal.
We will see. If Sweden were to tie it up, we'd go to overtime, and I'm praying for that overtime. Shot from the line, saved by Gustafsson. 12:33 left in the third. 3-2, Canada leading it here in the Four Nations Face-Offs first game. Tomorrow it will be USA-Finland here in the same building. Off the face-off, one Forsling, now to Hedman. This feels like a playoff game. Nylander will chip it in. Makar behind the net. Makar along the boards, comes free. Forsberg trying to get it from Makar. Forsberg pressuring Makar. Goes back to the line and could not be held in. Pass back, Forsling. And kind of a hit there on connecting. We only had one penalty in this game. There has been no penalties for or on Canada, so we have not seen a Sweden power play just yet. So if they were to get a power play, it could really benefit them here, as Canada scored on their first one as well. Hagel will send it in. Gustafsson. Now Ekholm, now to Raquel, dropped it off into the middle, Mika Zibanejad. Zibanejad waiting on the outside, backhand pass into the middle, couldn't go. Carlson, shot, blocked out in front. Raquel along the boards, gets hooked, potentially, no penalty, and Parayko picks it up. And Ekholm will have to go back, but it's going to be an icing here on Canada, though, with 11:07 to go in the third. Sidney Crosby's had a game. Mario Lemieux and Sidney Crosby with the banner for Canada in this game. Less than a minute in with a great pass to McKinnon on the power play, and then Crosby setting up Mark Stone's goal to make it a 3-1 game at that point. Now it's 3-2. So that goal's a difference maker right now in the game. Gold medal in 2005 in the World Junior, World Championship 2015 gold medal. Olympic Games, 2 gold medals, and a gold. I mean, Sidney Crosby has a great career. One of 4 players in Four Nation Face-Off with Stanley Cup gold medal, and World Championship. Pass across in front. They score. They tie the game.
My prediction is not.
11:01 to go in the third, and the game is tied at 3.
Oh.
And Sweden has come back from being down 3-1 and tying the game at 3. Wow, what a pass. My screen had frozen as I was reading down the stat. Eriksson echoed the goal. Jesper Bratt the pass, and the tie game. 11:01 left, and this feels like overtime's going to start here early on because, man, it's going to tie game. Eriksson ties it. My screen was frozen for a second, and I apologize. I was reading down the stats. As, yeah.
And I have just lost all my money.
You even bet on this game. Here, potentially, it could be a 2-on-1 here. Now 2-on-2. Brad is offside. 10:50 left to go in the third. And it's a tie game at 3.
who's gonna score next. I think it's gonna be Canada.
We will see. And we see overtime, potentially. 10:49 to go in the third. Canada wins the face-off. Comes free. Marner, Doughty, Eriksson with the goal. Brett and Lucas Raymond with the assists. So Raymond, who was gone for a second in this game, come back and he got an assist on the tying goal here for Sweden, and they've come back from being down 3-1 in the game. Doughty moves it up. Onside, McDavid. No, they're not offside. Marner was trying to stay onside with that play. 10:19 left to go in the third. The shots are 17-16 in favor of Canada still. $10:19 to go, third period. Sweden's going to get an offensive zone face-off here against Canada. McKinnon doesn't win the face-off. Forsling shot blocked into the crowd. 10 rows up into that crowd. Thank you all for watching. There's not a single person. There's one person watching it right now. We thank you for that. We had a high of 12 during the intro. It's fluctuated a little bit, and we appreciate you either way for watching or not. We appreciate you anyways. Off the face-off one here. Rimmed all the way around and cleared out of the zone by Canada. They look to move it up. They send it in. Mark Stone off the wall. Deflected on goal. Half a period has gone by in the third. We're entering those crucial minutes here of this third period. Nylander makes a move. Nylander waiting. Shot and a save made by Binnington. And here come the other way, Canada.
Ooh.
Hagel passes it up. Cirelli into the zone. Anthony Cirelli goes back to the line. Makar across. Shot save. Gustafsson. What a save there.
Ooh.
Devon Taves robbed by Gustafsson. If they had gone in, that's a late goal. But Canada has given up 2 as Eriksson has tied the game at 3. And we got an interesting 9.5 minutes to go in the third. We'll be back with more after this. We're back, everybody, and with the third period, it's tied at 3 right now. Canada versus Sweden, and this is going to be an interesting 9.5 minutes to go here. It's a tie game at 3, and tomorrow night, around the same time as how we started this one, USA and Finland. Saturday, a doubleheader. Finland and Sweden, and then a highly anticipated USA versus Canada. All those matchups are really good, USA and Canada. I will be commentating the USA-Canada game. We'll be here on the main channel on MHS Network. And but on this game, it's tied at 3.
Right. Tune in.
And with this one, it's a really tight game right now. Makar held it in the zone. Forsling moves it up into the zone. Was, I believe, Ekholm, and he could not move through. As Nyquist, actually. Here's McDavid. 9 minutes left to go. Devon Taves tried to rim it around. Ekholm couldn't get it. Marner at the point. Had some trouble. Pass in the middle. What a save, Gustafsson! Oh my God.
Wow.
Gustafsson with one of the best saves I've seen in a while. Oh my goodness. He is the sole reason why this game is now tied at 3. Oh my. Holy, that's going to make some highlight reels. A big save in the third period there. And we remain tie. Wow. That is insane. Shot from the boards by Hedman was blocked. 8:15 left to go. Centering pass got through everybody, and it's cleared out of the zone. The Olympics, NHL is coming back to the Olympics in 2026 in February. Offside on Zibanejad. 8:04 left to go in the third. That is one of the most insane saves I have ever seen. Gustafsson robs Devon Taves. McDavid with a great pass. Holy. Devon Taves with a sure goal. Nope, you're denied, and we continue with a 3-3 tie. 8:04 left to go. Holy moly. That is insane. 8 minutes left to go here in the third period, and we are tied at 3, but barely. Hagel, along the boards, fought for, comes free for Pettersson. Pettersson comes for Nylander. Nylander, Hedman, into the zone, poke checked away. Comes free, and Sweden regathers the puck. Forsberg passes it back for Ekholm, who passes it across for Hedman. Hedman, the captain, now to Ekholm. Ekholm deflected back into the zone. No icing. 7.5 to go in the third period. Here's Point. Braden Point the other way on the rush for Canada. Braden Point trying to center it. Marchand fan on the shot. Here's another shot into the net there. Rebound shot off the outside of the net by Marchand. Makar robbed in the slot as Sweden is barely holding on by a thread. 2 good chances. And then this might be a penalty here. It is going to be a penalty. A late power play for Sweden. Eriksson gets clipped up in the face. Well, and the question is it going to be a 2-minute or a 4-minute? Uh-oh. It's going to be a 2-minute minor. Josh Morrissey high sticks him. But a great chance by Makar at the other end. Holy moly. Have we had a lot in this game.
Another high stick, huh?
Yep, but this time it's going to be a Sweden power play with 7:06 to go in the third. A late power play. Josh Morrissey high sticks Eriksson Ek. And a power play upcoming for Sweden.
Oh my gosh.
A late one. 7:06 to go. They're trying to take the lead here. Raymond, Eriksson Ek, Zibanejad, Nylander, and Hedman on this power play unit for Sweden. This is the first time we've seen it tonight. Eriksson Ek trying to win the face-off. They do win it. Nylander. William Nylander waiting. Goes back to the point. Raymond. Raymond again. Raymond. In front, Zibanejad trying to center it. Trying to do the triangle formation, and that did not go. Zibanejad goes back to the point for Raymond. Back to Zibanejad along the boards. 20 seconds have passed here on the power play. Raymond across. Hedman. Nylander Back to Raymond. Now to Hedman, and the shot deflected and out of play with 6:38 left to go in the third. It's a whistle, and with 1:33 left to go on this power play. Oh. Deflected off Cirelli's stick, actually. That's how it got blocked in another face-off. On the left of Bennington. Still has the same power play unit on there. Zibanejad goes to Hedman at the point. Nylander pressured along the boards by Cirelli. Devon Taves goes back to the line. Hedman. Devon Taves could not clear the puck out of the zone. Eriksson Ek forced off the puck. Rimmed all the way around. Eriksson Ek left it for Raymond. Raymond waiting. Raymond pressured by Hagel. Hagel will clear it out of the zone. Big clear there. 19-17, the shots favoring Canada. A minute left to go on the Sweden power play. Here comes Erik Karlsson. He's in. Shot. And that's denied. And it's stolen away here. Shorthanded comes Canada. Marner. Mitch Marner dropped it off. Shot. And it whisked wide. Forsberg dropped it off. Karlsson. Karlsson waiting. 35 to go on the Sweden power play. Here's Forsberg. Dropped it off, and it's intercepted and sent back down the length of the ice. 5.5 to go in the third. 25 to go on the power play. Here's Pettersson. Pettersson forced off at the line. Held in. Karlsson across. Goes for Pettersson down low. To the line again. Intercepted and poked out the center. Race for the puck, and it's sent away from the possession of one of the Canada players, Seth Jarvis, and the power play is now over. They kill off a late power play, and with 5 minutes left to go in the third period. Here's a shot, save, rebound, and the centering pass is fanned on by Lindholm. McDavid dropped it off for Reinhart into the middle. Less than 5 minutes to go in the third period. Reinhart will try to get in the corner. Battle along the wall. The shots are even at 19. It's going to be a tight last 5 minutes of this third period. Forsling into the zone. Dropped it off. Elias Lindholm's shot. Deflected and out of play with 4:35 to go in the third period. And we are going to go to commercial again. Gustafson's been the reason why it's still tied at 3, as he makes one of those great stops again. Tied at 3 with 4:35 to go in the third period. Canada and Sweden are all tied up in the last 5 or so minutes of the third. We'll be back with more after this. We're back, everybody, and it's the reason why Philip Gustafson, and he robbed Devon Taves of a chance to take the lead for Canada again and make it 4-3. Nope, we're still tied at 3 with 4:35 to go. Thoughts really quickly before we come back. Stan. Icing.
Well,
Thoughts on the game so far before we come back to the face-off?
I'm hoping that somebody scores. I don't want to have to go into overtime.
I want overtime. What you speak for yourself.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Speak for yourself. Off the face-off, it's won here by Canada in the last 4:20 of the third. Raquel shoots it in. Save made by Bennington. Plays it for the Taves. And that's going to be another icing on Canada with 4:15 left.
They're putting the icing on the cake.
Ooh, it's nerve-wracking in this part of the game. 20-19 now. The shots favoring Sweden. So, Sweden has taken over in the shots advantage, and whatever they said between the second intermission and the third, it has worked out as they tied the game at 3. And, man. Pedersen and Reinhardt. Pedersen's going to get not kicked out of the face-off dot. It was a warning. Pedersen does not win the face-off. It was Reinhardt did. McDavid moves up. McDavid will chip it in. Marner pursuing for the puck. Hedman. Victor Hedman passed it for Carlson. Carlson gave it away.
No.
It goes back to the line and goes out to center again. Parayko sends it back in. Erik Karlsson will play it off the wall. Deflected and out of play with 3:49 left. .349 to go in the third period. 20-19 the shots favoring Sweden. There's a lot of fans here. It's a packed building, and it's been a good one so far. And it's still not over yet. Bunch of Sweden fans, bunch of Canada fans. And Sweden wins the face-off. Jesper Bratt sends it in to the corner. Jesper Bratt trying to center it. He rims it around instead. Mark Stone intercepted the pass. And it's moved up for Parayko. Colton Parayko with 3.5 minutes to go in the third period. Parayko sends it into the corner. Behind the net, trying to go for McKinnon. Dahlin pressured by McKinnon. Raymond lost the puck. Raymond gets it back, though. Off a skate and cleared out of the zone. Taves pass back for Doughty. Drew Doughty moves up. Drew Doughty will send it in from the blue line. 3:10 left to go in the third period. Pressure intensifying, wouldn't you think, for these players?
Yes.
Deflected back in, so no icing. Less than 3 minutes to go in the third period. Up in the air, not cleared out of the zone, though. Held in by Taves. Carlson, now Zibanejad, held in by Point again. Point backhands it, and he couldn't hold it in a second time. Comes out the center. 2:45 to go. Time is ticking here in regulation. Doughty.
The clock.
Marner leaves it. McDavid. Connor McDavid. 2.5 minutes to go in the third period. Marner goes off a skate. Reinhardt behind the net. Reinhardt goes back to the point. A shot wide of the goal. Makar. Canada has pressure here with less than 2.5 to go in the third. McDavid. McDavid with the puck. Rimmed it all the way around. Reinhardt gets the puck now. As Marner had passed it to him. Marner waiting. Marner to Reinhardt. Saved by Gustafson. A huge save there with 2:02 left. Oh, my. Every save, every face-off, every play, important in this third period's remaining. 2:02 left to go. I'm getting chills right now.
Oh, gosh.
It's getting intense.
Yes, it is.
We will see. Face-off won by Sweden. A huge face-off win in their own zone. Can they clear it? They will. Out to center. Less than 2 minutes to go in the third period. It's Taves. Off the boards, deflected, back into the zone. Picked up here by Ekholm. Matthias Ekholm pressured off the wall. Off the glass, Raymond trying to clear it. Pressured along the wall, McKinnon. Still loose along the wall, still. And comes free for Ekholm. Ekholm now to Forsling. A minute and a half to go in the third period. Mark Stone. McKinnon will send it back in from the blue line. Rimmed it all the way around. Raymond will pick it up and pass it back for Ekholm behind the net. 80 seconds to go in the third period. Regulation time. Sweden's going for a line change. And they'll kill some more time of the third. Ekholm. It's for Pedersen now. Pedersen trying to center it. And it went through the blue crease. Nylander on his backhand. Nylander goes back. Shot. Save! There's a big rebound. Darlene, less than a minute left to go in the third period. We're in the final minute of the third. Darlene. Shot. Save! Big save there by Bennington. Late in the game. 47 to go. Nylander. Now it's Makar. Cale Makar will send it in with 40 seconds to go. Along the boards, Point. Braden Point. Along the wall, Cirelli. Cirelli picks up the puck. Cirelli. Shot. Save! Parayko had the chance. 30 seconds to go in the third. Taves off the wall for Cirelli. Sends it back in. Almost too many men there for Sweden. Along the boards. He's trying to center it for McKinnon. 18 seconds to go. To the front, and it's intercepted by Ekholm, and he clears it out to center. 12 seconds to go. Parayko. 10 seconds now. Deflected up in the air. McKinnon takes it in. Nathan McKinnon behind the net. 3 seconds to go. Angled off. 2 seconds and 1. We are going to overtime. In the first game of the Four Nations face-off. Tied at 3, and we're going to overtime. Oh, my.
Here we go.
It's going to be a 10-minute overtime here. We'll be back with more as overtime is next. We're back, everybody. Overtime is about to start here in the Bell Center. What do we expect?
Let's think. I
1 point
expect
for a
one
loss
more
in
goal.
overtime / shootout. So if either team were to lose, they get a point out of this.
Okay.
And 2 points for a win in overtime / shootout. So either one of these teams will get 2 points and the other one will get 1. So here we go. 10-minute overtime. See how long this goes. Makar, Marner, and McDavid out there on the ice.
I'm thinking it's going to be a 4-5 game.
A 4-5 game?
Yes, because I don't think anybody's going to score on this overtime.
We'll see. Bratt, Forsling, and Eriksson Ek. Eriksson Ek and McDavid on the face-off dot. Eriksson Ek wins it. And we started overtime. Wow. First overtime of the Four Nations face-off ever in history. We have commentated history here. Forsling. Erikssonek circles back. Erikssonek, Bratt, and Forsling out there for Sweden. McDavid, Marner, and Makar out there for Canada. Bratt waits through center, trying to make a move. Bratt into the zone. Bratt waiting. Jesper Bratt waiting again. Bratt to Erikssonek. Erikssonek will go back to out the center. Erikssonek drops it off. Lucas Raymond circles behind his net. 40 seconds have passed here in overtime. Raymond with the puck. Raymond drops it back. Nylander waiting. Nylander stretch pass. Hedman now to Nylander on side. William Nylander one-on-one with McKinnon. Nylander waiting to Hedman. Hedman now. Hedman held in at the line. Raymond now to Nylander. William Nylander waiting. Delane still with the puck. Waiting again. Trying to send it down low for Raymond. Poke checked away by Binnington. Raymond trying to center it. Went off McKinnon's stick. And now McKinnon has the puck. Nathan McKinnon. Let's see what he does for Canada. Nathan McKinnon with some speed. Trying to make a move. Nathan McKinnon. Shot saved by Gustafsson. And he will cover it.
Oh, no.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Overtime in the Four Nations face-off. And Nathan McKinnon with a great chance there to win the game and get 2 points out of this in the tournament. 22-21, the shots favoring Sweden. A big face-off here. Braden Point and Zibanejad on the face-off dot. Stone out there with Morrissey and Point. Point hustles to get the puck. Point along the boards comes free. Raquel. Now Zibanejad. Pass back for Raquel. Raquel with Forsling out there. Raquel drops it back for Forsling. Forsling the only defenseman out there in overtime for Sweden. Zibanejad with the puck. Drops it off. Raquel had some trouble with it. Raquel across the Zibanejad. What a save, Binnington. Oh, my.
Nothing.
Pad
Oh
stop
my
by
gosh,
Binnington to keep the game alive.
Save.
My goodness. Zibanejad robbed 1:57 into overtime. Raquel with the pass, and the pass across to Zibanejad off the heel of the stick of Binnington, who makes the save, and it deflected out of play. Wow. McKinnon and now Pedersen is going to be on the face-off dot on the right of Binnington. Overtime here at the Bell Center. 3-3 tie, Four Nations face-off, Canada and Sweden. Makar, McDavid, McKinnon out there. It's pretty good 3 players on the ice for Canada. And they pick up the puck. Pedersen, Kempe, and Hedman out there for Sweden. Makar, pass for McDavid. Look at him go. Here's Connor McDavid. He spins back. He holds up and waits, sends it for McKinnon. McKinnon, the move! Saved by Gustafsson! Oh, my. Almost another chance to win the game for Nathan McKinnon.
So many attempts to, they're all being saved. There haven't been any goals.
Gustafsson has kept this game alive.
Yeah.
Nathan McKinnon with 2 chances in overtime. Hasn't been able to bury one. 7:46 left to go in the overtime. McKinnon, McDavid, Makar, Forsberg, Nylander, and Hedman out there. Nylander trying to win the faceoff, but instead it's one Canada. Makar picks it up in his own zone. Challenged by Nylander. Pass across for McKinnon. The 2 Colorado Avalanche playing together here in this 3-on-3 overtime. 2.5 has passed by. McKinnon moves up, trying to make a move. McKinnon shot, save made by Gustafsson. He will pass it for Forsberg. That's 3 chances by McKinnon. That's an intercepted pass through the middle. Here's Makar. Makar waiting. Kill Makar, shot! It deflected off a body. Hagel will get it now. Hagel to the line, McDavid. And he will get it out to center. McDavid, now it comes back for Devon Taves. Taves, McDavid, and Hagel. Now it's Cirelli out there. And my screen froze. Here's Hagel. Hagel moving in. Hagel, wait, shot, save made. Hagel waiting again. Goes back to the line for Taves. Back to Hagel. To Taves. Taves across, and they couldn't connect for Cirelli. Cirelli goes out of the zone as he passed it back to the middle for Hagel out of the zone. Sweden's going to get a line change here. Taves will pick up the puck off the pass by Taves. Here's Marner. Marner moving in. Mitch Marner waiting. Marner circles back. Marner looking. Mitch Marner still looking. Mitch Marner waiting the lane. Sends it for Morrissey. Back to Marner. Marner delays, shoots, save. Gustafsson, rebound, still loose. Jamming for the puck, it's still loose. Gustafsson makes a save with 6:12 left.
There's just so many saves.
That's the only way to keep this game going. 6:12 to go in overtime. Brendan Hagel, that shot off the shoulder of Gustafsson. Marner's another shot, and he was trying to go 5-hole there. 6:12 to go off the faceoff. Won by Canada again. McCarr will carry it out to center. McCarr with the puck. McDavid, McKinnon, and McCarr out there. Raquel, Zibanejad, and Ekholm out there for Sweden. McKinnon with the puck. Nathan McKinnon tries to move through. He'll circle back. 5:50 to go in overtime. McKinnon turned on the Jets. Nathan McKinnon, the move. He's in, and he got it poke checked away at the last minute before he get to get the shot away. Ekholm the other way for Sweden. Matthias Ekholm, 2-on-1 now. Ekholm, wrap around, centering pass, still loose, and a save. Bennington, and now a 3-on-1 the other way. Nathan McKinnon carries the puck. McKinnon waiting. He shoots, and it's denied. The other way comes Sweden. Zibanejad. Slap shot wide of the goal. And out to center it goes. Picked up by Kempe. Kempe shot deflected wide. Kempe again, and it's out to center for Forsling. Gustav Forsling passes it up for Pedersen. Pedersen to Forsling. Back to Pedersen, and he found on the one-timer. Kempe goes back. Shot. Forsling blocked. Goes back to the line for Kempe. Pedersen picks it up again. Pedersen to Forsling. Forsling in front. What a save, Bennington. On the backdoor feed. Kempe robbed. Hagel the other way. Hagel the other way for Canada. Hagel waiting again. Hagel circles back. Crowd is standing here at the Bell Center. It is that intensive in overtime. Morrissey. Pass back for Hagel.
Wow.
What an entertaining overtime it is. Crosby's out there on the ice. Morrissey angled off by Forsling. Crosby's trying to pick it up. Morrissey comes free. Centering pass was deflected away. And now a 2-on-1 the other way. Jesper Bratt with Nylander. Jesper Bratt to Nylander. He lost the handle on the stick. And the other way comes Sidney Crosby. Crosby. Delane through the middle. Crosby drops it off. Here's Marner. In. Shot. Scores! Mitch Marner wins it for Canada. 4-3 in the Four Nations face-off. Mitch Marner wins the game for Canada and ends it in overtime.
Wow.
What a shot. Wrist shot beats him clean on the blocker side. And a 4-3 win in Canada will get the 2 points. They probably wanted 3 in regulation, but they still get 2 points. And they win the game. 4-3. What a win. What a start to the tournament. A 4-3 win for Canada. And let's see.
All those people, they were right. that Canada would win, and they did.
But
Really
barely.
close, though. Really
But
close.
just barely. barely getting the win there. My goodness.
They almost flew too close to the sun this time, but not quite close enough. They're still keeping their streak. Their streak continues to be the longest streak in history. And we will just have to wait and see how much longer they can keep it.
We'll see. And
Next week will be the USA against Finland.
See what's happening here after the game has ended. Or, well, my thing's glitching anyways, so... See.
Le joueur par excellence de la confrontation des 4 nations du match de ce soir. Une présentation de Sport Check.
It's glitching for me, so I don't know what they're saying at the end here. Unfortunately, we cannot bring the audio for that. They're doing the player for the game right now, so we're going to have to just rely on us telling you what's happening. For Canada, it's Mitch Marner. From Markham, Ontario. Mitch Marner with the win in overtime. They're presenting him with the star of the game, Mitch Marner. First star of the game. Sidney Crosby, first star. Deserved. Sidney Crosby with 3 assists tonight. He got an assist on the overtime goal. And it's well deserved. Sidney Crosby. You know, he might be 37, but he can still play the game good. What a win.
Yeah, he sure can.
What a win for Canada. They win it 4-3 over Sweden. And they're saying ole here in Montreal. Ole, ole. Okay, I'm the crowd for y'all. Wow. 4-3. Canada wins it in the first game of the Four Nations Faceoff. What a way to start it. And Sweden will only get 1 point out of this because they lost in overtime. And now the standings, 2 points for Canada and 1 point for Sweden. USA and Finland will play tomorrow. Wow. Sidney Crosby. A legendary night here in the Four Nations Face-Off. What a game. Best game maybe of the season so far. That's your final score. 4-3. Canada wins it. Mitch Marner, the game-winning goal. 3 assists for Sidney Crosby. He gets the first star of the game. Crosby continues to be a living legend. What a win. 4-3 overtime win.
What a win.
What a win for Canada. This Four Nations face-off is going to start good if it's going to end up like this all the time. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time on our Four Nations face-off coverage.